This is a bowl of noodle fish worth $1 billion. Their bodies are slippery, covered in a layer of sticky mucus. To eat them, one must use chopsticks made from the rarest icewood. For Toriko and Komatsu, who had never used chopsticks before, this was almost an impossible task. On their first day of training at the temple, Toriko and Komatsu were awakened by the sound of a bell at just 2 a.m. Still half asleep, they were forced into their training clothes and immediately began their practice. In front of them were 2 candles. They had to maintain a state of pure gratitude to keep the flames burning. If they could last for 30 minutes, they would earn breakfast. But the moment either of them let a thought of food slip into their mind, the candles would instantly go out. Fortunately, as long as they cleared their minds, the flames would reignite. It wasn't until noon that Toriko and Komatsu barely managed to pass the first stage, yet they still couldn't eat. Before them sat a large bowl of egg over rice. They had to be extremely careful, because with the slightest mistake, the rice would shatter like eggs. Worse still, even if just one grain broke, it would trigger a chain reaction that ruined the entire bowl. Next, their dietary instructor led them into the courtyard and had them press their palms together, offering their most sincere gratitude to the food. At that very moment, a gratitude cactus suddenly fired hidden spikes toward Toriko's face. With no other choice, the two had to maintain their posture while doing their best to dodge the incoming needles. By the time the cactus stopped attacking, Toriko's body was covered in spikes, and Komatsu was barely holding on. Just then, the instructor took out 2 small seeds that would grow into ham. He planted them in the soil, and their task was simple: protect the seeds and wait for them to bloom. Once the ham flowers blossomed, they would finally be allowed to eat. So the two sat by the pot, guarding it from day until night. By the next day, the seeds finally sprouted, and soon after, flowers shaped like ham began to bloom. Before they could celebrate, a butterfly landed on one of the petals and flew off with a large chunk of ham. Toriko was about to chase after it, but the instructor told him to deal with it using willpower. After such long and tedious training, Toriko had completely lost his patience. He stood up and waved his hand to drive the butterfly away, yet with that casual motion, he split the entire temple building in front of him clean in half. That was the result of the training. The instructor calmly remarked, "This is only the beginning."